I've been wearing the Huawei Watch GT6 Pro for almost 2 weeks now, and believe it or not, I'm still on the initial charge. Probably one of the most stylish smartwatches around, this watch is packed with features topped with incredible battery life, bringing everything we've seen from the previous generations. In this video, I want to focus on the upgrades that makes this watch stand out. And yeah, by the end of this video, you might be asking yourself the same question I did. Should you upgrade? The GT series has always leaned stylish. The turning point for me was the GT4, when Huawei really pushed the fashion-forward direction. Since then, every release has refined that approach, and the GT6 Pro takes it even further. This model is crafted with aerospace-grade titanium alloy that combines matte and glossy textures. It's lightweight, durable, and corrosion-resistant. Pair that with sapphire glass on the display, and you get a smartwatch that looks premium and can handle everyday wear. Up front, you'll notice the octagonal bezel with minute markers, mostly decorative, but it does add to its character. Inside the bezel are even numbered markings, giving the face more depth and detail. Like previous GT watches, it has a rotating crown for scrolling and a single button that doubles as a customizable shortcut and a sensor for certain health features. At first glance, you can already tell that this is a big step up from Huawei's more affordable smartwatch options. The variant I got comes with this beige silicone strap with woven details, and I think it looks stunning in person. It's both sporty and classy at the same time. The Pro only has a 46mm variant this time, though Huawei also offers a 41mm GT6. The smaller one, however, has a pendant-like design that looks very different. Personally, I wish they just made a downsized version of the 46mm, because on my 6-inch wrist, it does feel a bit big. The display is easily one of the highlights. It's a 1.47-inch AMOLED screen that peaks at 3000 nits of brightness, and it's incredibly bright. Even outdoors under direct sunlight, colors are vibrant, animations are fluid, and it just really stands out. Plus, that sapphire and titanium combo makes it both premium looking and durable. For me, that's a welcome design choice because I've never been a fan of adding bulky cases and screen protectors on watches. I feel that it just cheapens the look. And here, Huawei wants to attract non-smartwatch users. And I think with this design, they did a pretty good job. HarmonyOS 4 plays a big role on the upgrades. The UI feels smoother, quicker, and more polished than before. There's also a few refinements like the Smart Assistant when you swipe left from the main screen. This now gives you a more streamlined layout of essential information you might need, starting with your health, schedule, weather, and entertainment. Plus, the pull-down menu when swiping down also gets a refreshed layout. Also, small touches like the icon for the calendar displays what date it is, even just on the menu. It's these subtle little details that makes the whole experience feel more polished. In China, Huawei watches already support payments through Huawei Wallet. Here in the Philippines, Huawei has rolled out GCash integration on its watches, including the GT6 Pro. And I'd say for this alone, this watch already has a big advantage over the others. Since there aren't really too many smartwatches out, this is mostly just Huawei that has cashless payment options here in the Philippines. Also before, this only used to work with Android and Huawei devices. Now, it also supports iOS. So for iPhone users, the GT6 Pro can do GCash payments. For its health features, all the standard health monitoring are here. Heart rate, SpO2, stress, sleep, and workout tracking, but Huawei has now refined the emotional well-being tracking, and they've now made it even more accurate. It's now able to detect 12 emotional states, which gives you a more detailed view alongside your physical stats. But really, battery life is where the GT series really stands out. Again, I'm almost 2 weeks in on one charge with always on display, all my stats being monitored, and I still have about 20% battery remaining. Huawei rates the GT6 Pro for 21 days, and honestly, I think that seems realistic. Most smartwatches don't even last a week, and while there are some that could also last long, there aren't really too many that has the same feature set of the GT6 Pro. As of making this video, I don't really know the actual price of this yet. But normally, with these smartwatches, it would just take the launch price of its predecessor. With the Watch 5 priced at 22,999 pesos, I guess it's safe to say that this would sit right below that. Huawei is also tossing a bunch of freebies to sweeten the deal, and that's another thing to consider. So, should you upgrade to the Huawei Watch GT6 Pro? If you're coming from the GT5 series, then I think it's not really a super big change. I would say coming from the GT4 would be more justifiable. And also, if you're a fan of Huawei watches, more so the GT series, I'd say the GT6 Pro is the peak of its design. Personally, I like the design of this even more than the flagship Huawei Watch 5. And that costs a bit more. Though that has some features that the GT6 Pro doesn't have, like Wi-Fi and eSIM support. But for everything else, this has a beautiful display, great software with smarter health insights, and has better battery life than most smartwatches with the same feature set. Probably even one of the best in the game. I think it's a well worth upgrade. Plus, with Gcash payment capability, it's another thing to consider. I just really hope there was a 41 or 42mm version, but if size is not an issue for you, the GT6 Pro is easily one of Huawei's most well-rounded smartwatches in terms of style, features, durability, and battery life. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys out. Let me know if you're planning on getting the Huawei Watch GT6 Pro. And if you are, there's a shopping link on the screen that you can check out. Feel free to click on that. And I guess that's it. Once again, this has been Andre from TechLocal. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.